I'm
Yeah.
the disabled veteran that you were giving me some advice.
Yeah.
I wanted to give you a little update if that was okay.
Absolutely. Go right ahead.
Okay, so long story short, for everyone listening, I'm a Gulf War veteran. I have many autoimmune conditions. And then I started working in the animal industry for 30 years with chimpanzees, horses, animals. I knew I had probably had parasites. Danny helped me, and I've been on the ivermectin for 2 weeks now. In the morning, I would wake up with my pets and take care of them and then have to go back to sleep until like 10:30, and I could barely function until like 2 in the afternoon. I mean, that's just how fatigued I was and in pain and miserable. I'm waking up at 6:45 every morning now, staying awake. I have energy.
Huh.
I had constant itching in my ears, like really deep in my ears.
Yeah.
I don't have that anymore. This is a weird one. I feel like I can breathe better through my nose. I can't explain it. I just feel like I can take better, like, I feel like I'm getting more air.
Yeah.
When we first got into the Gulf War, a month following is when all my stomach issues started, but I also developed a rash on my neck. I'm
Yeah.
now 48 years old. I've had that rash since I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I mean, itching all day long. I've tried everything in the world.
Yeah.
It's not itching anymore, and the rash is dissipating. I just wanted to thank you. My husband is also a disabled veteran. He was
Yeah.
special operations for 30
Oh,
years, and he is now taking the ivermectin and starting this as well. And I wanted to say thank you so much, because I feel like for the first time I'm getting my life back. I can actually function and not feel useless all day, like I have energy, and I'm just very grateful.
well, it's my pleasure. I mean, ivermectin's doing the work. All I did was just tell everybody my story, and that's amazing because I mean, all I am is a voice on the phone. And this whole dirt road discussions. I'm a guy on a dirt road with no streetlights, driving a 30-year-old truck, and here we all are with shared stuff. And that's your story, first of all, for you and your husband, from all of us, and Troy too, and every veteran on here. Thank you all so much for your service. And I'm seriously, seriously glad with all the issues you had that you're going to get out of this just fine. And I'm glad that you're on the downhill side of it now, that you're going to be just fine.
So I just wanted to know, like, I was going to do it for another week and then back off for like a week. And
Okay.
then, or do you think maybe I should just kind of keep going for a couple more weeks? I guess is my question. And then my second question
Yeah.
is, have you ever had anyone talk about like the itching in the ears? And now I don't have it.
So I can tell you that for most people, do you understand sinus cavities? You have sinuses that go into your nose, behind your eyes, they connect with your ears, they go down your neck, they go down into your chest, they go all through your jaw into your teeth. If somebody gets an abscessed tooth, that infection will travel into your jaw, up into your eyes. So when you say that you have like an itching in your inner ear that you couldn't itch, you just had that, and then being able to breathe better. So that's telling me you had parasites, mites, you had something. We will never know because obviously they are going away or they are gone. You had something like that in your sinuses. Like the woman on before that said her nose is running like a faucet. That's because she is so completely backed up that it's going to run until those sinuses heal, but she's going to be fine. It's going to stop. She's been impacted like that for a long time. That's what I can tell you as far as what I know, just by knowing the human body and knowing that somebody might get sinus infection, they got a toothache. It's like, oh, it's just a stuffed up nose, or it's just a headache, and then they go, oh, I got to go to the dentist, I got a bad tooth. They're all tied together. So I don't know.
It
That's what
If I can chime in, I totally had the same thing with my ears. I actually have it right now. And I also had the feeling of like my gums and my teeth. Like, when you get a really bad sinus infection, your teeth hurt.
Yeah.
I had that for probably a good solid week, and it keeps coming and going and coming and going.
So you're getting to the end of it anyway. If it's coming and going, then you are absolutely at the end of your rope. Like you're not far from that being gone altogether. You're actually lucky they didn't wind up putting a drain in you to get that, because usually they have to manually drain your sinuses if they get bad like that, Or
Yeah,
they,
I've never experienced anything like this in my life, and it's continual.
yeah, no, it'll stop because you're saying that it comes and goes. When it's doing that, that means that it's starting to, it's like the power's getting ready to go out. The lights are flickering. The lights meaning the bad stuff. You're going to wind up being all right. There's a good reference for you right there. It's all tied together. So it will eventually pass. And if I were you, you have it on the run, I would not stop. I would continue, because it's the good thing about ivermectin is it's not going to harm you. So
Right.
stay on it until all your symptoms are gone, and then give it one more week, and then just go to the palliative care for that, that one pencil eraser size every 3 to 4 days.
Okay, great. And lastly, I'll say, as far as the herxing goes,
Yep.
I really only had 2 days that I kind of went to bed early and was a little bit achy.
Yeah.
But I wonder, I contribute that how very sick I have been. I mean, very extremely sick for 20 years. That maybe just a little bit of feeling better was like my body was, I guess I don't have the right words, but when you feel like you've been hit by a bus every day of your life, and then you start to feel a little bit better, maybe the herxing wasn't as bad for me, but I don't think that doesn't mean I don't have the parasites, right? It just means
Correct.
I've dealt with a lot of pain and suffering for a long time.
That's what's happening with fibromyalgia people. They're in such agony, and they go and they take it, and it's like, oh my God, for the first time I can do this or I can do that. And it's, with the back, the whole, like, everybody's, you're in such agony, and any little bit of, so let's do it this way. An analogy. You got a splinter, hurts like a son of a bitch, and it's going to kill you to dig that thing out. But even though you created all that havoc getting the splinter out of there, once the splinter's out, even though you cut yourself open to get it, you feel better. Does that make sense?
Right.
That's where I'm at with that. You're obviously a tough lady. If you've been fighting this all this time, you did good.
Thank you. I get up every day and, I do what I have to do. I wasn't going to let it get me down too much, but it's been very, very hard. And again, thank you. I don't want to take up any more time. Anyone who's listening who hasn't done it, don't be afraid to try it. I was afraid for a couple of days, I'm not going to lie. And then I was like, I just thought what you said, Danny. I don't have anything to lose. I have everything to gain. And I feel like I'm gaining my life back. So thanks again.
You're very welcome. Come back again and tell us how you're making out.
I will. Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good night.